What's going on, guys? As we see, New World has actually made a content roadmap for 2022. I just want to talk about this a little bit because it looks like New World, the devs, have actually listened to the players and the feedback that they've gotten about the game coming out in the future. I know a lot of people touched this already and I'm really late to it, but whatever, I'm here. So, spring, we got Tempest Heart Expedition, which is out now, New World Blunderbuss 3v3 PvP arenas, and the PvP reward track, which is coming out within these next few months. Summer, we got Barnacles and Black Powder Expedition Group Finder, and the summer event. Now a lot of stuff happening in summer. It looks like the expedition are normally just dungeons and people burn through those fast. Expedition Group Finder, the expeditions have been out for a while, so there may be people still jumping in. If it's having another event like they have this weekend coming up where it's a free person event, then we might see a lot of people coming in and being able to use the Group Finder, hopping on like that. Summer event is pretty cool. I'm glad they're actually bringing in events, because if we look at the next one, there's also a Halloween event. Now remember last year they didn't have these events, they just kind of had store items. One of the things I kind of complained about, actually a lot of the stuff I kind of touched on a little bit, especially when we look at the spring update that came in. And remember, these are just touch ups, because in spring, during this Temper Heart Expedition and the new weapon Blunderbuss, they actually added some other things in there, like the paint easels that you can find, raffle bones, like hidden things that you can find in the world. So that's pretty cool. It was something that I had mentioned before in my Is New World Dead video, is like these type of things where you can find that we need to be able to like explore the world and find cool things in the world to share with other people. And it's the same thing with the summer events. They also did something where the arenas can actually mean something now. So I'm glad they're actually kind of taking feedback that we give them and flipping it. One of the things they said in that May video update is that you'll see them kind of turning over stuff a lot faster now, like they did in the alpha and beta. So if you took place apart in the alpha and betas, you notice that when something was mentioned in the forums, or when someone was brought up that they wanted to change, like the next patch update, we'll see that in the game. And it's almost, there was the speed was to the point where it was like, did they already have this waiting, or is it because somebody mentioned it? Because they turned it around so fast with the updates they made. And hopefully that's something that we're going to see coming in this year. They're saying they have their head above water, so it's something we're looking forward to. Hopefully we'll see updates come quick, something that players say that makes sense, and they go, yeah, we can do that, and they actually flip it in and do it that way, which means the team is really talented. So even if the game started off kind of wonky and shaky, it's easy to see that the team that's making the game is really talented from every aspect of the game, especially when it comes to like being in the world, the sound design, and things like that. It's really just the gameplay and things to do, not trying to gate people into staying or taking their time to get places or do things. Just letting people enjoy the game and get places. And the more fun somebody can have in your world, the more they'll want to stay in there. And that's kind of the balance they're trying to find right now, it seems like. So hopefully the summer event and in the summertime, it'll be more than just the Barnacles and Black Powder Expedition and the Expedition Group Finder and the summer event. Hopefully we'll see a lot more. Of course, there'll be bug fixes. Hopefully we'll see a lot more happen in that summertime also. Because there are some things that are missing, right? The Varangian Knights they brought in, they haven't really talked about those guys too much. They said they're coming later. I think they're going to tie into the autumn period where it comes to do with the new weapon, the Great Sword. I think the legendary Great Sword is going to be Excalibur, because Excalibur was mentioned in the notes. So I could be wrong, but the Varangian Knights are looking for Merlin, because looking for Merlin's cave, because Merlin has something going on in there. So I think all that's going to kind of tie into finding out more Varangian Knight story. When they open up this Brimstone Sands territory, we might find out that that's where their home base is at. And I'm glad they're kind of getting away from this main story quest thing, and they're just kind of focusing on the adventure, because one of the good selling points about the game is that we can go on this island and we don't know what's going on here. We're just kind of exploring. We were just kind of thrown headfirst into the storyline. It didn't really make a lot of sense coming from the player's point of view when we jump into the story. Like, why should we care so much about what's happening on this island? We wouldn't even know what's happening on the island. Like the whole Captain Thorpe hate thing. Why did we hate Captain Thorpe so much? Doesn't make sense. Talking on that part, they did change the helmet for Simon. Something else that I mentioned. Why is Simon's and Emery Expedition, why is his model like that? and they ended up changing his motto. So I haven't had a chance to look at that yet, but I think that's kind of cool. I don't know if anybody else mentioned that or not, but it was something that I mentioned in that last video, and it seemed like a lot of things that I mentioned come around and be turned around is pretty cool. I'm gonna pat myself on the back a little bit for that, because I'm sure a lot more people say I don't really spend a lot of time on the forums. Jumping into autumn, we have Brimstone Sands, the Enid Expedition, the new weapon, Great Sword, leaderboards, Night Veil Hollow event, and Turkulan 2022 event. Now I don't know what, oh, that's Thanksgiving. So we get a Thanksgiving event and a Halloween event. This is gonna be pretty interesting. They don't mention the Christmas event, but I'm sure that'll come back around. That's probably the winter time. So we're gonna get Halloween, and the giant turkey will return, Turkulan. There is something I'm kind of interested in. If you guys have seen this in the game somewhere, let me know. When you're like in that first light Windsward area, they're talking about like this person that comes out at night and makes people dance. I don't know where that's at. I don't know if they're just talking about like Irish ale or something like that, or it's actually like an interesting enemy you can find. So if you guys happen to see that, it's in the notes. I can't remember the name on top of my head. It's in the little pages you can find around the world. But if you guys have come across that, let me know. I'm kind of looking forward to see if there's anything that they mentioned that are actually happens. Hopefully we'll see some changes with some of the other enemy models as well. I know I mentioned talking about like how werewolves aren't actually werewolves and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll see some cool models happening. I think Brimstone Sands territory, we see this person here with the like centurion, like Roman themed outfit on. That might be pretty interesting if we're going into some type of Roman themed area. I'm not sure what they were doing in the 17th century. We'll have to look and see what's going on with that. But it'd be interesting if we start seeing pyramids and stuff like that. Like I see something kind of similar. Like we see this little red cloak here, and how this armor, this shoulder armor, is up like this, and then how the helmet has this. It has like a little wolf thing on here. I'm thinking it's kind of like Roman armor off the top of my head, but I'm not a historian, so I can't be entirely sure, right? So if I can find something, I'll throw it up on the screen, and if not, I'll just have something that says I didn't find anything. But yeah, so it's gonna be pretty interesting here coming up, seeing what we have going on with the next changes. I'm kind of interested to see what the Great Sword is gonna play like. The blunderbuss is pretty fun. That's gonna be all for this video. I just wanted to kind of go over it a little bit. They're talking about new mutators, quest encounters, ongoing improvements, balance tuning, and bug fixing. And it may change and does not include all planned content, which we kind of understand because they're kind of going by ear for the most part, as it seems now. So I really want to get into those new areas. I think we've explored all of the area that we have now. Tempest Heart Expeditions at the top. There's gonna be a lot of blankness between now and autumn. Hopefully the year goes by fast and the game doesn't really suffer too much. I wonder if they'll move something forward if we find the game slowing down a bit. We'll see. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching this video on the New World content roadmap. We'll keep an eye out, see what's happening, make another video about something in the future. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Peace.